everyone who's new, welcome back to the channel. So I hope you guys get blessed. I hope I give you some really, really good content. I know that I have not been able to come on and be able to do a live recently, and I like to do them like at about lunchtime during the day because I'm hoping that people are on lunch, and I'm hoping that people are able to tune in for, just a few minutes and learn some things that I could possibly teach them about finances, about income, about having a job, and some things like that. So one of the big things you need to know is let me look for something that'll make this really cool. So one of the big things you need to know is that you need to know that it's probably too bright. Let me know. We'll probably just stick with this. One of the things you guys need to know is you need to know that your job is not safe. I always come on here and I just give you what I've learned, right? So I learned the hard way. Hopefully you don't learn the hard way. By the way, I got some great news. Free, yes, free, live training. If you give me 45 minutes, I'll walk you through step by step how I built my own middleman business from scratch in 2020, starting from zero. Made $77,000 the first year. We're on pace to do $350,000 this year. That's a big deal to me because it set me free. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why freedom is the most important thing as I jump into the video. And but again, I started this business and I still do it today, and it was able to give me some freedom, able to semi-retire my wife. I always say semi because even though she works from time to time, we don't need her paycheck. And she doesn't have to work, but she's young and she likes to work. She likes what she does. So fine, I'll just say semi-retired. By the way, as you guys jump on, let me know where you're watching from, city and state. If you don't mind, dropping your city, dropping your state. Let everybody in the chat know where you guys are watching from. And so let's go ahead and dive into it. And today we're going to talk about it. You see the word behind me, and that word is D-A-N-G-E-R, danger, right? And so we're going to talk about the dangers of some things that you might not think about, but I'm going to talk about them. And these are money habits or financial habits or financial fundamentals, you can call them, I like to call them, that could really put you in a very, very bad situation when it comes to money and finance, right? And some of these things are going to be controversial. Some of these things you may not agree with. But I'm thankful because here's what I know. I know 90% of the people won't agree with what I have to say. I've seen the comments. I've been called stupid. I've been called, dumb. Somebody said I got my degree from a cereal box. Well, joke's on you. I don't even have a degree, nor do I want one. And there are people out here today wish that they can give the degree back and get the debt taken away. That's how bad college is. But I've seen the comments. By the way, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the questions. Drop them if you have them. Put them in the comments. I'll try to get to as many as I can. But again, I know it's going to be controversial to 90% of the people because 90% of my audience, because somebody came on, they were like, hey, you don't have a channel that's got 10,000 subscribers and all of those things. And I just want to let you guys know, I don't need a channel that has 10,000 subscribers. I don't need a video that hits 1 million. I would love for it, and you guys can help me by sharing the channel. By the way, make sure to subscribe and thumbs up and notification bell so every time I drop a new video, you guys will get to see it. But my goal is simply to teach you how to go from a lifestyle or financial prison, right? That's the only goal on this channel, is to educate you financially and take you from what I call, we'll just call it that'll be financial prison or purgatory, I like to say, to financial freedom. So I always tell people, I'm not here to make you rich. I hope you get rich. There's nothing wrong with being rich, right? There's nothing wrong with being rich. So I just want you to know, I'm a believer. And when you go throughout scripture of the Bible, it's going to be rich people, rich people, rich people, rich people. God's people are wealthy. They live in abundance. God is not a God of lack. If you are living in lack, you are not where you belong, especially if your daddy is a king, right? So you need to be living where you belong. Somebody say amen. So by the way, I'm thinking about doing a Bible study too. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know, because I'm thinking about go ahead and starting a Bible study once a week or something like that, maybe 30 minutes. And for some people, it's hard to find a church. I'm just saying. So church is not what it used to be. So it's the Jerry Springer Show, and God knows what else. And so, but again, the purpose of this channel is not to make you a millionaire. If you become a millionaire, please let me know. I would be so proud of you, and I would love to have you on the channel. But if I can make you enough money to cover your expenses. So let me show you what freedom looked like, and then we're going to talk about money habits. So here's what freedoms look like, because I don't have much time. My wife is texting me, and we're going to have some lunch today. So I told you, freedom is the goal. It's not, yes, you want to make money, but the goal, don't beat yourself up if you don't make $1 million a year. Not a lot of people do that. Here's what freedom looks like. Freedom looks like this. Here's what freedom looks like. All right, I'll show you, because I want to take you from financial prison to financial freedom. How do I do that? Here's what freedom looks like. Financial freedom gives you what? Gives you your time back. You have time freedom. When I tell you time's more important than any amount of money, I hope you're listening. Because some of you go out and you make $80,000 a year, but you sell all your time for the whole year to do it. And then there's somebody who goes out and make $60,000 a year, less than you, but they make it through a business and they don't have to leave the house. They can do whatever they want to do. That was me in 2020. So I'm just giving you the blueprint on what I was able to do, right? So when you get financial freedom, it should look like this. You should have time freedom, meaning what? Whatever you want to do with your time, it's your time. Well, I don't have to sell it and go to work. No, it's your time, belongs to you. What do you want to do, right? So my family and I, anytime throughout the day or the week or whatever, we're like, what do you want to do? We live in Dallas. Hey, you want to take a drive down to Austin, spend the day? Doesn't matter. We don't have to go to work, right? And that's not a brag or a boast, because I've worked hard. Trust me, it's easier. It's better life to work smarter than to work harder. Hello? All right, let me know in the comments, guys, if you have any question or comments, and let me know, if you don't mind, dropping your city and state. I always like to know where people are watching from. By the way, I have students that I work with from Africa, wow, right? Canada, wow. Caribbean, wow. I'm just loving this, right? So it should give you time. You should be able to get your time back. If you can look at your watch and all that time in the day belongs to you, you're free. But if you look at your watch and you don't own all of that time and you're like, I got to be here, I got to sell this time. Monday through Friday, I sold my 8 to 5 to my job for $20 an hour, so I got to give that to them. And that's not freedom, right? So time is freedom, right? That's a big deal. Time is freedom. If you don't have time freedom, you're in a dangerous area. And the reason you are is because somebody else controls your time. And the real problem with that, the real problem with somebody else controlling your time is what you don't know and I know. But I'm going to let you know that I know. And that is this. What's up, Pennsylvania in the building? I got friends here in Dallas, recently moved from Pittsburgh, love it here in Dallas. And they're from Pennsylvania. So that I'm biased to all Pennsylvania friends, Pennsylvania viewers, because I got some good friends from Pennsylvania, right? So time. So the problem with time is not so much that you can sell it to the highest bidder. You don't always want to be doing that, but the real problem is that you're running out of it. That's the problem with time. Can I be real with you? The real problem, listen, you can do a lot of things in this world. You can lose them and get them back. When I was 5 years old, I was burning alive, no joke. Fire on my skin, burning, rushed to the hospital, flatlined on the way to the hospital, right? They revived me. I was only 5, just a kid. Thank God I'm still here. They revived. Still got the marks to prove it. You want to see? No joke. Fire was touching my skin. This is still from the surgery. All those years ago. And I was revived. So I was able to get my life back. There are people who lose spouses, get their spouses back. There are people who lose money, get the money back. Lose their home, get it back. Lose the dog, get it back. Lose the kid, hopefully not intentionally, get the kid back, right? Lose their minds, get their minds back. But under no circumstances has anybody in the history of existence, from day one until now, has ever been able to lose this and get it back. Never. It'll never be this day, this time, ever again. And you can live for 1 billion years and it'll never happen. So you do not get the time back, right? So my biggest thing is, all right, now that I know the most valuable thing I'm on this earth with, my time, how do I protect it and never lose it? And that's all I'm thinking about consistently. How do I protect my time and never lose it? If you have a question or comment, drop it while I'm still on. So you want to get your time back. The way you're losing it and you end up in financial prison is you're selling time for money. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a problem. The problem is if that's the only way you know how to make money. That's the problem. Now, if you're selling time for money and you're working on something else, all right, good. Eventually you're going to be out of this. But if this is the only way, if I ask you, hey, how do you make money? And you go, my job, then we really got a problem. Because I know some things that you don't know about your job. That is this. They want to fire you. I know. They talk nice to you, give you this parking spot, probably give you a desk by the window so you don't go into depression. But they want to fire you. You know why? Because you're a liability to the company. How do I know this? Because you affect the bottom line. The bottom line is the liability to the brand. They want to fire you. They may not fire you today. They may not fire you tomorrow. They may not fire you a year from now. But they want to fire you because they rather keep the money and get rid of you. The only reason you're there is because they haven't found AI that can replace you. The only reason you're there is because they haven't found someone who's willing to work for less to replace you. The only reason you're there is because they haven't found a system or a process to take your place yet. But it's coming and they're looking for it. You might go to sleep tonight, wake up in the morning with an email. They don't even call you to fire you. They just email you and say, thank you, bye. You become a side piece to these jobs. You're the side piece to these jobs. But my advice to you is to treat your job like a side piece. I'm preaching better than y'all amen. I told you this is going to make the 90% mad. 90% of people fall into the category of trading time for money, living below their means, piling up on the struggle bus. They have a lifetime pass to the struggle bus. These are the 90%. It's everybody else's fault. I can't get out of this. Good life wasn't meant for me. I'm always in lack. Hashtag struggle life. Trauma bonding on social media. Drama bonding. We know everything about everybody's situation. We can't fix our own. I saw a post the other day and it was like, hey, I think the lady was Drea Michelle, or maybe it wasn't Michelle, but it was Drea something, right? And apparently she's pregnant by a guy who's in the NBA, right? And they were like, she's a predator, she's grooming. And they were like, what do you think about this? And I commented, and I rarely do, but I commented, I couldn't help myself. I commented and said, here's what I think. None of my business. Got nothing to do with me. That's her life, his life. Wish him the best. And then I read something that says she was going through like depression. What are y'all doing? That's somebody else's life. We don't have time for that. If you can focus on that, you can focus on building a business. You're in the wrong lane. Refocus, shift, and come back over here and let's talk. If you want to be in financial prison, sell your time for money, right? This is how you get there. If you want to be in financial prison, I'll help you. Here's how you do it. Somebody said it right. I appreciate that. Here's how you get, because we don't make enough money to focus on those things. We ain't got time. Bad grammar, good teaching. We ain't got time, baby. We don't make enough money. Our kids, the generation, if you're like me and you have a family, you're focused on, hey, I got to set my family free. If you don't have a family, your focus should be, hey, one day I'm going to be blessed with a family. I need to be in position. Because when I get a family, I'm not going to have the time and the energy because you got kids now. Trust me, you ain't going to have the time and the energy. So if you email me, and my students know, you email me after 5 o'clock, that's it. Kids are home. Brother, I got a baby in one hand, a bottle in the other, a wrestling man figure in the other hand. I'm playing with my foot. with my son, it's a lot going on, right? And so, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I love it. But there's a lot going on I even talked to my friend the other day, and good friend here in Dallas, and he's got a great vision. He's a great speaker, goes out, handles business, does an excellent job. But his issue is this, that he'll go out and make extra money. And I'm gonna get to that in a second. There's a reason I'm telling you this. He'll go out and he'll get extra money. So he'll work his full-time job, make enough to pay his bills, go out and make extra money, right? Doing something else. And I'm gonna tell you why I told him not to do that, right? So look, if you want to be in financial prison, all you have to do is remember that time equals money. That's all you have to do. Time equals money. And here's what I told him, because I can't wait. I got to unwrap this gift for you because I know you're ready. By the way, hit thumbs up if you're ready. If you have a question or comment, drop it. Let everybody know where you guys are watching from. I'm here in Dallas, so shout out to Dallas. I'm originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So if you don't know Baton Rouge, LSU, Mardi Gras, New Orleans, they're all pretty much in the same area. And but I've been here in Dallas since 2020. Love it. It's awesome. So if you want to stay in the financial purgatory or financial prison, remember that time equals money, and you'll go through life believing that your time is to be sold. I told you that the most valuable thing you have in this world, other than your soul, because that's eternal, it travels out of this world with you, is your time. Time is so valuable. I'll give you an example, and I use this one a lot. So time is so valuable that I can right now write you a check for 500 grand and it'll cash. I can give you a check I don't have any money. My wife has it. I'm married. Guys know we get allowances. We don't have money. When Sean, where's your money? Brother, I don't have money. I got a wife. I get allowances. I'm broke, but my wife's got money, right? So you guys, if you're not married, you'll understand that when you do get married. So and we're about to start building our dream house. And my friend was looking at the blueprints and the models, and I think I should do a video of the model we're building. And he was like, "Man, this is an amazing house, bro. Y'all are gonna love this." I was like, "Bro, you think this is my house? This ain't my house. I'm married. It's my wife's house. She went in, she saw the kitchen, she saw the closet. I heard the screams. This is her house, right?" So it's true what they say: happy wife, happy life. But God bless you if you're married, and will be married soon. So, but again, so. For instance, my friend, he'll go out, he'll work an extra job. So he'll get extra money. But I'm asking him, I was like, hey, you could be working on your gift, on your purpose for this life, but you choose to sell your time for money doing another job where you make enough money on your job. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree with this. And so what I told him, I said, hey, what do you do with the extra money? He was like, I put it in the bank. Oh my gosh, what? I was like, you don't even need it? He was like, no, not really. Well, cut it. Stop it. Here's what we're going to do. Stop doing that. The extra time, how much time do you spend a day doing this? He was like 4, 5, 6 hours driving like Uber or something. I was like, bro, stop that. Now, when you finish your job, since you don't need extra money dies in the bank, you take that time, go focus on your business. A year from now, you'll be able to quit your job. Or a year from now, you'll still be doing what you're doing. Your decision. So time is so much valuable than money that I could give you a $500,000 check right now. You can take it to the bank, cash it. Take it to the bank, cash it. But the only catch is, as soon as you cash it, you cannot wake up tomorrow. Who's going to cash that check? Okay, I know what you're thinking. I can read your mind. 500K ain't enough. Okay. Let's add some more zeros, right? So we were at 500K. Okay. Let's add another zero. What about 5 million? You cashing or you trashing? You trashing. Okay, fine. Let's do another one. Let's do 50 million. Let's do 500 million. You want 5 billion? Go get it. You can cash it. Bank's going to give it to you. In fact, they're waiting for you. They got the money right there at the desk waiting for you. They're going to load into the back of the truck, put it in your account, whatever. The only thing is, as soon as you cash the check, you run out of time. You cannot wake up tomorrow. This is it. Who's going to cash the check? You cashing or you trashing? You're trashing. Why? Because no matter what number I write up here, you know intrinsically, without even thinking, you know from the inside out, that time is more valuable than money. what's the guy's name? Died like 2012 from Apple. Not Bill Gates. He's still alive. Uh, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs died in, I think, 2012. He died a billionaire, had billions of dollars in the bank. Well, how much of that money do you think Steve Jobs would have used or paid to stay alive just for one more day? All of it. Correct answer. So time equals money. If you want to stay in the financial prison, then remember that time equals money and continue to trade it. If you want to get financially free, then you have to understand that money equals time, not time equals money. What does that mean? That means these people are going to go through life selling all their time until they run out of it. And then these people are going to go through life, and this is where I want you to be, using money to buy back your time. What does that mean? You make $50,000 on your job pays you 50 grand a year, they buy all your time. Okay, gotcha. You've got to create a business on the side and grow it until it makes 50K passively without you. Now you can quit this job and go to your business, focus on your business, and it'll create freedom for you. So if you want to do this, then you can go from prison to financial freedom just like that, right? So if time equals money, you're in financial prison. Money equals time, you're freedom, right? What's another one that you can get by practicing these things? I'll give you a quick 3, right? The second one is, I just talked about it. You can focus on saving money. If you want to stay in financial prison, focus on saving money. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't have some money in your savings account, but if you keep sitting there manifesting an emergency account, a rainy day account, you're going to get an emergency and a rainy day. I don't manifest that. I call my savings account an opportunity account. I need an opportunity to flip this money into more money. So you guys are going to focus on saving money, and then that's going to keep you in financial prison because you're going to make money you don't need, save money that you could be using. And then these people in the financial freedom category, they're going to be making money to invest money. Invest in a business, invest in some type of investment. I don't care if you do Bitcoin. I don't care if you do the stock market. You can do what I do, start a middleman business. Use the money to make money. They're saving money. Here's a better word. The poor people and the middle class are focused on saving money, while those who want to be financially free, they're focused on using money. Because money's no good unless you use it. So use it to make more money. And I'll give you the last one and I'll get out of your way. By the way, if you want to get a free invite, I'm going to be doing a live training where I'm going to teach you 3 things, how to do the 3 things that I do on my phone with my middleman business, right? And this is what I'm going to teach you: how to book customers through your phone. That's it. Email, text, phone call, whatever. Teach you how to book customers, teach you how to get paid by taking a deposit from the customer. Then I'm going to teach you how to dispatch the work to somebody else so you don't have to do the work. I'm going to teach you how to find customers, how to get the customers to pay you, and then how to dispatch the work to somebody else. That's it. If you want to know how I made $77,000 in 2020 from home, that's what I did. It doesn't make me rich. I made that money without having to leave the house. It does make me free. This year, on pace to do $350,000. Not bad. Does not make me a millionaire every year. That's fine. It takes care of all my bills, retires my family, gives us all our time back, all our freedom back. Gives us a better lifestyle, kids in a better neighborhood, better home, building a dream home. When I was homeless just a few years ago, I'm just telling you, right? And my students know. So if my students are on here, they know, right? They know. I have students that's averaging anywhere from $3,000 to $4,500 in their first month out. Now I know that ain't gonna make you a millionaire, but still, that's money you can make from your phone. You guys have phones and don't even make money on them, right? And they make money off you. So if you want to stay in financial prison, just focus on saving money. Keep piling it up. The banks are going to thank you because they're going to use it to get rich. You're going to use it to stay poor because the money is useless until it's used. Money is a tool. If you don't use it, it has no value. I can put $10,000 on my desk right here in my office. And if I don't use the 10,000, it's worthless. Money is only worth anything or useful until I actually use it. So if I exchange the money for something else, I exchange the $10,000 for, what can I buy for $10,000? A golf cart for the neighborhood. I buy another golf cart. then that's the value, right? But if I park the money in the bank, only the bank get rich, not me. I stay broke because I keep looking at money that I don't have, that I don't use, and it doesn't even belong to me anymore. It belongs to the bank. The bank take it. As soon as you deposit it, they go, thank you, sucker. I mean, thank you, sir. They take the money, send it out, make money off of it, pay you zero, and you continue to fund them with money. Imagine taking products to a company, not charging them anything for the product, and they sell your product and get rich and pay you nothing. That's a bank. So instead of thinking the way you do, get rid of that traditionalism, think like the bank, right? So if this is making sense and you guys are tracking this, let me know. Put a 1 in the comments if you're tracking this and it's making sense, right? So save money versus using money. To get financial freedom, you have to use money to make money. To stay poor and in your lack mindset, keep saving money. Life and time is going to take that away, right? I get a lot of flack from this. I get a lot of pushback. I had a guy post, he said, I saved up 500 grand. You're wrong about saving money. Bro, you saved up 500 grand. What is that money doing for you? Nothing. You can just look at it on an app. The bank has already loaned it. The bank has already gone into business. You can't even go down there and get that. They'll have you come back in 3 days because they don't have it. They use the money to make money. They use you to make money, to make the money. Okay. All right. So time is money or saving money. This is what the poor and the middle class, when I was poor, this is what I thought. And I'm not talking about homeless poor, even though I was there. I'm talking about working poor. You're working your butt off, but you're not making enough to get by. Things are going up. They can't lower the interest rates because it's going to flood the economy and drive everything up again, called hyperinflation. We are in a bad time. How do you fix this? Make more money, right? You either gonna make more money, or you're gonna be in the NEM, which is not enough money. You don't want to be a NIM, right? You want to be an M and M, right? So last thing, and this is gonna give me a lot of trouble, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Just be kind when you talk to me in the comments. Don't beat me up too bad, okay? And I had a lot of trouble with this because whenever I got married, my wife was a career worker, right? But we've changed everything, right? By the way, if you want to get an invite to the live Zoom training, just write Middleman in the comments and you'll be invited. I'm limiting the amount of people because last time we had way too many. I had to stop taking people in. So please get there early. And the reason I do that is because it created chaos one time. I had way too many people. I was trying to get questions and answers. I was missing comments. I couldn't read it fast enough. So we're limiting the amount of people that can be there, but it's my gift to you. And it's going to be about 45 minutes. Today is Tuesday. No, today is Wednesday. So it's going to be tomorrow, Thursday night. If you're watching this live, it's Thursday night. And if you're not watching it live, just put Middleman in the comments. And whenever I have another one, I'll send you the invite if we have slots. But if you want to stay in financial prison, then make sure you only have one paycheck, one source of income. And the way I know that's prison, because if anything happens to you or happens to your job, you don't have any paycheck. You go from one to none. Having one, it's like having none. All right, I say it again. Having one is like having none. By the way, if you have a question or comment, drop it real quick because I'm about to be off. Right? And so somebody put right in the comments. I appreciate that. Hit thumbs up, by the way, guys, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because this channel is a no fluff channel. I'm not on here to fluff you, not on here to make you rich. I'm on here to teach you how to get free. That's all I'm here to teach you because I understand that time is more valuable than money. Now, if you get rich, hey, excellent, right? That's an awesome thing. I want to be rich. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the real goal is not to make you a millionaire, even though I want you to be. The real goal is to make you divorce your paycheck and create financial freedom for yourself and your family, right? Think about this. What would your life look like if you made an extra $3,000 each month? Just three. It's not even a lot. What would your life look like if you made an extra $3,000 each month? What could you do? Now, let's take a step further. What would your life be like if you made an extra $3,000 a month without leaving the house? You can leave the house. I do it all the time, but you don't have to. What I'm telling you is you can do it from the phone. You can do it from anywhere, right? You can be on the beach right now making money. Book, deposit, dispatch. That's all I teach you. So one paycheck, That's a liability. If anything happens to you, you lose that paycheck, you're in financial prison. You're one incident at work away from losing everything. If your paycheck gets disrupted, your whole life gets disrupted. How do I know? Because your paycheck pays for everything in your whole entire life. If you lose that source of income, what happens next? So I don't want you to focus on having one paycheck or one source of income, right? I don't want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on creating, we could say additional income, we could say passive income, but we'll just say multi-income, right? So if your job is your primary source of income, I don't have a problem with that. I just want you to understand that your job ain't safe. Like Chris Brown said, your job ain't loyal, and they can let you go any day. They all can be fired any day. So you aren't safe. You'll be the first to go. And so in order to avoid having that happen to you, you need to have another source of income. So just in case you lose your job or your job loses you, your family's going to be taken care of. You don't have to go live with your mama. You don't have to go live in your friend's basement, right? You don't have to go live in a shelter, right? You don't have to do all that. It ain't fun, trust me. So you don't have to live in your vehicle. Been there, done that. It ain't fun. So what I want to teach you is, hey, instead of trading time for money, remember that you should focus on trading money for time. So go over here, instead of focusing on only have a job, when you're not at work, start building yourself a business so that you can make money and then fire your job. Don't focus on saving money, right? You're wasting time, you're wasting money. Use that money instead. So don't focus on saving, use that money. Because you guys been doing this forever. Let me ask you this. Where has it gotten you? What's the definition of insanity? Go back and do the same thing. Expect different outcome. You keep planting apple seeds and trying to grow oranges. And you're like, I don't understand why my oranges look like apples. Why do my oranges taste like apples? Because you keep planting an apple tree and expecting oranges. Can I tell you that you can't be free in prison? In fact, that's probably the least freedom you can get. So if you wake up every day and your life looks like I have a job where I trade time for money, and when I get extra money, I try to save everything I can, and I only have one paycheck, so if anything happens, I'm in trouble, then congratulations, you are in financial prison. Now, I'm not here to beat you up. I'm here to set you free. I'm going to tell you, hey, instead of being over here, we don't want to be over here. We don't want to function this way. We want to enjoy our life. We only get one. Let's live it. Let's go over here. I'm going to teach you, instead of living the life you have to live, teach you how to live the life you want to live. This is a great video, by the way. It's giving me energy, and I'm up here talking, right? And so instead of that, why not come over here and let me teach you how to be financially free? Well, how do you do that? Well, instead of focusing on trading time for money at a job, I'm going to teach you how to use money, trade money to get your time back like the rich and the wealthy by building a business, right? I'm going to give you a blueprint on how to build a business. Well, what about saving? I'm a big saver. Yeah, don't worry about that. You got a couple grand in the bank. That's all you need. Don't sit there manifesting, well, I got to have a rainy day account. Don't you manifest that. Well, I got to have an emergency account. You don't want an emergency. Stop manifesting that. You got enough to pay your bills for a month or so. That's all you're going to need to recover. Here's what I want you to do. Stop saving. Use the money to build a business. Use the money to invest in books, courses, trainings, whatever you got to do to take a shortcut to start your business ASAP, right? What about my one paycheck? Yeah, what about it? That's why you're in prison. So I want to take you away from that, because you don't know. I know, but you don't know that if anything happens to you or that paycheck, your whole life is disrupted. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you how to get away from that mentality, and then how to use money, buy back your time, take the money, invest into a business, and then create multiple sources of income. So now it doesn't matter if your job fires you or not. Who cares? You got money. You're secure. Your bills are $3,000 a month. Your company making $5,000, you're free. $5,000's not even a lot. It's just $60,000 a year. Only difference is John makes his $60,000 a year by trading 40 hours a week Every month for 12 months out of the year, he sell 160 hours to the tune of, what is that, 2,000 hours? Now, you, because you let me teach you how to start a middleman business or some other business that you want to do, I teach you how to work an hour a day, just 1 hour. So they sell 2,000 hours. You sell about, in a year, about 365. That's it. Less than that. Because all you're really going to do is promote your business, and I'll teach you that. But I'll teach you step by step how to build a business so you can have additional source of income, and then you can teach others, right? How to change their lives. Because what I want to do is want to get you out of financial prison into financial freedom. I hope this makes sense. I hope this blesses you. If you want to learn how to start your own middleman business like me, there's a couple things you can do. You can go to middlemanceo.com. You can get the course, which is a little less. You can also get the VIP, which includes me and a bunch of other nice things. I recommend the VIP. It's a little more expensive, but that's okay. You're investing and it's going to change your life. You want to get into the free live training that's coming up Thursday night. Make sure to put middleman, just like this, in the comments below. You'll get an invite. If you don't, that means we've cut off the limit. We've reached the max and we're not letting anybody else in. And if you guys are not watching this live, like I know you're not, then go ahead and put middleman in the comments anyway, or you can skip that and just go right into the course and start training with me. I love it. I enjoy it. I'm with you step by step all the way as you build your business. I have students that's making $250 deposits. I have students that's making $150 deposits. I have students that's making anywhere from $3,000 to $4,500 in their first month. I'm just telling you, when you don't have to go to work, your life changes. You go from prison to freedom. Put middleman in the comments if you want to get an invite. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful, blessed day. And listen, if you're not tracking, you're lacking. All right, guys, peace.